Welcome back to our channel. Meet the Teats. Are you in the frame? So my name is Melissa, and this is Raina.
Hi.
The infamous Raina from the video from a few days ago. The perspective of a come in somewhere. Yeah, the perspective of a 10-year-old living in Dallas. So she's back. She's hanging out with us this evening on tonight's live stream. If you're just tuning in or if you're watching the replay, welcome. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Every day of the week, Chris and I are trying our best to upload, to go live about all things Dallas, Texas. So if you're tuning in, give it a thumbs up. And this is going to be a quick live of question and answer. Hey, Natasha girl. A quick live of questions that you guys have about all things Dallas. Chris is watching the basketball game right now because our home team, Milwaukee Bucks, is playing. Go Bucks. We're playing in the finals, so not the finals, but the playoffs. So he's watching that. But I want to break away to get on here because I wanted to do a live stream last week, but y'all know things happen where we weren't able to go live. So we're going live tonight. So if you're here, say hello, of course. I know Natasha in the building. Anybody else in the building, let us know, and we would love to say hey. So we're going to talk about some things today. Give people a few minutes to come in, get the notification on their phone, but we're not going to wait too long. So, are you? Raina loves being on camera. Did you guys see her video from a few days ago? If you saw her video, let us know because she killed it.
I really liked it because, I love being on camera. Every single time when she says, okay, I'm about to do a video, I'm like, can I be in it? Can I be in it?
Yeah. She loves being on camera.
And then my sister Layla, she's like, no, I don't want to be in the camera.
Yeah, she's more camera shy, but that's okay. So we're going to be talking about all things Dallas. I have a few questions from the comments that I want to bring up to you guys that I want to mention in today's video. We're going to wait till 3 minutes on the dot, and then we'll start with the questions.
You have any questions?
Yeah, I remember the questions. They're in my brain. I should have wrote them down, but they're in my brain. I remember them. Hope y'all Mother's Day was great. If you're a mom and you're watching this, happy Mother's Day to you. We had a great Mother's Day. I cooked Mother's Day dinner, the entire dinner, y'all, for the very first time. And it turned out great. We had leftovers for dinner today, didn't we? Yeah, we ate the leftovers. We're done with leftovers. I'm probably just going to freeze the rest of the stuff. So, anyways, happy Mother's Day if you're a mother and you're watching this. So, it is three minutes in. So, let's start with this Q&A question. So, a couple people wanted us to do drive-thrus in different areas, and those videos are coming. But some people also, and while Raina is on here, I'm going to have her answer some of the questions that was referred to her. But someone wanted to know, Raina, about after-school programs. Okay, so let's just start with that, since that was your video was one of the most recent videos that we posted. So, what about after-school programs as far as living in Dallas? How are you a part of any after-school programs? Have you ever been in after-school programs? And do your school offer after-school care or anything like that?
They do. So I'm in choir. We have two types of choir: honor choir and cougar choir, and I'm in that. And then we do have after school programs like aftercare called 360. I've always wanted. I really want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. That's for if you can't pick your child up at a certain time.
Yeah,
you can go to.
They hold this.
Go to that.
They hold the kids to 6 o'clock or 6:30. And yeah, it's pretty fun. My friend Michaela, she's in it.
Okay, don't say names. Because she want to say their whole government name. Don't say names. Just say my friend, okay? She's still learning how this works.
Well, my friend.
Yeah.
She's in 360, and she says it's pretty fun. They have snacks for this Mother's Day, she says that they made like these little like bracelets, and she gave one to me. She made one for me, and I really like it.
Cool. All right, so there are after school programs for students at different schools. And obviously, it's different for every school, but I believe almost every school here has an after school program that your kid can go to and be at if you have to work late. So
Yeah, because
it's pretty common.
I'd say like 3 schools that I've been to haven't had after school programs, but most of them that I've been to have after school programs and aftercare.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So yes, if you have questions, be sure to put them in the chat so we can answer them. Okay. So another question was brought up about like living in, because we did a tour of McKinney, Texas. So like living in McKinney, like things to do, place, not just McKinney in general, but like different, like what is there to do for a single person in Dallas. Okay. Now I'm not single. Okay. I am all the way married. So, and she's not out and about. Oh, hey, Sheena girl. Oh yeah, I know that answer, Sheena. I wish, how can, it was talking about a fee, right? I don't know why I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll answer that in a moment. About singleness in Dallas. Okay, so I know for a fact, and from people that I've talked to, is that Dallas, although it's a huge like metroplex city, it is really more like family oriented, like Dallas, Texas is, and the surrounding cities is more family oriented. Now, like tons of clubs and stuff like that. Like there's clubs, there's lounges, there's places for people to go to meet people. And I know some of the areas, but because I'm not out trying to meet somebody, because I'm married. I may not know the exact places, but I was thinking about interviewing someone who is single, who is out on the dating scene to get some feedback from them, just because they have a perspective that I don't have, that I don't have. But yeah, I'm a part of a group, and I'm going to put the group out there because it is very helpful, especially for people who are trying to move to Dallas. There's a Facebook group, y'all. Okay. So there's a Facebook group called Black Girls of Texas. I would encourage you to join that Facebook group. If you're looking to move to Dallas and you haven't you haven't moved yet, I would encourage you to join the Facebook group Black Girls of Texas. Okay. Because there are, I think, thousands of women in that group that are Black women that live in Texas, and they're not just Dallas, it's like literally all over. And they have a lot of good insight in those groups, especially about the singleness and dating scene that I honestly cannot give you, for obvious reasons or whatever. So join that Facebook group. You can pose your question there and they will jump on your answer. You can probably even search and find that question already asked or whatever and see the responses there. So Black Girls of Texas Facebook group. If you're looking in North Dallas, like Collin County, we had a video about the different colonies and counties in Texas. There's a Black Girls of Collin County, or Black Chicks of Collin County Facebook group that you can join to build more community. So yeah. So I really can't give detail on nightlife, single life, but there is groups that can do that. So, okay, so let me go back to the after school program fee. So I worked in schools before, you guys, and yes, there is a fee for most after school programs. Like the parent has to pay for the child to be in there. Now, the actual fee, I don't know how much it costs. I don't know how much it costs. That is something that I could find out for you guys if that's to know, but I don't know the exact cost. But it is, I can guarantee you 100% there is going to be a fee for the child to be in the after school program.
Yes, and also I asked for my friend. She said that
Get in the camera. Ugh. Okay.
She said that there are fees. She says that it costs $60 to $80.
How she know?
Cause I don't know. She just said that, and she like said, "Yeah, I know, I know it."
Okay, I would fact check that, okay? Because that's come from a child, okay? I would definitely fact check that. I don't know why she and her mama finances, but I would fact check that, okay? Yeah, Sheena, I think a realtor friend added me that. Yes, that group is like a wealth of knowledge. It's not only women who live here already, but it's women who are looking to move here. I joined that group just because, I didn't really have a lot of friends here, Dallas. I got my family or whatever, like my sister or whatever, but I didn't have a lot of friends. So I was like, man, I need to meet people. Like, we were getting established. We felt like we was good, and I was like, I need to meet people. And I went to that group and tried to meet friends or whatever. Met a few people, but nothing really sticked. But end up meeting me and Chris end up meeting a couple actually through YouTube that we became really cool friends with. So yeah. What was another question that we had? Oh Lord, now I'm getting a blank. Now I'm blanking out. Oh no, that's okay. She's whispering. You shouldn't whisper on live. But the question she wants to know: should we talk about school supplies and how much they cost? That's pretty general information. Because each school gets a school supply list, but that's all over the country. Schools give school supply lists.
They do.
Yes, it's not just Texas.
Cause I got a paper saying
That
like
your school name is on there.
yeah, like I said, like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
selling.
we don't have
we're
to talk about
selling
school supplies. Okay. So any other questions, you guys? Because we want, if you're here and you have like a burning question, I am here to answer it. Okay, here to answer, here to answer that question for you. Okay. Um, Someone asked, I want to find a good church. Was down to earth to visit. Miss my church back home, Milwaukee. Yes, I know you're from Milwaukee, girl. And the Bucks is playing right now. Go Bucks, go. So a good church. So there's a lot of churches, obviously here. They call this the Bible Belt of churches. Now the church that we go to, we love our church. Okay, and I want you to talk about why you like one community. Okay, so think about that. So there's a lot of churches. We didn't find a church home. We actually didn't find a church home until like almost 2 years, 2.5 years of living here. Like, we visited a lot of places, a lot of churches or whatever. And it really is all about what you want out of the church. Okay. If you're looking to just like, if you want to serve, like, there's churches that have a lot of activities going on, like a lot of things for the community, a lot of things for the kids, like, and that would be a great church to like serve at. And then there's some churches that don't have much going on, like it's literally just Sunday service and you go home and you come back the next Sunday, and there's not as many opportunities to serve. The church that we go to, we there's lots and lots of opportunities to serve there. So I have been serving in the children's ministry. Planning to move to Dallas from Florida over this. So, hey, okay, cool. I know summertime is a very popular time to move, but I've been serving in the children's ministry at this particular church that we've been going to, and I've been loving it. And I think what really drew me to this church is the many opportunities to serve, because I was heavily involved in the church serving Milwaukee, the church I was going to. I was singing on praise and worship. I was working with the youth. And I was like, okay, I'm coming to Dallas. I don't want to serve at all. Like, I just want to take a break. I just want to go to church and just sit and listen and learn and all these things. Hey, but a few years in, I was like, okay, I'm ready to get back in. Like, I'm ready to serve again. I'm ready to do things in the church. And we narrowed it down to this particular church to go to. Now, Raina comes to church with us sometimes. So why do you like the church that we go to?
I love this church because I've been there since I was like 5 years old. Um, Memories there. My aunt, she played keyboards there for a couple of years, and all I did was go with her, and I really just love it. And most of the people there are nice. Hey, TT! Hi!
Look at that. Look at that.
And I really, I just love it there. Everyone's nice there. You get to, they have VBS there, Vacation Bible School, and theirs is lit. Like, theirs is fun.
Yeah.
They had, last year I went there, they had, what was it? Water parks? They had a water park.
Water slides. It was like a splash day. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Vacation Bible School. I volunteered last year for Vacation Bible School, and it was so much fun. Like, I literally was crying. You didn't know this, but you didn't know this. I was crying every day of Vacation Bible School because I was so like overwhelmed by the amount of children that was there and the amount of children that was worshiping the Lord. Like, to see all those kids like excited about God and like doing praise and worship, like dancing and moving around, I was like, the babies. I was just like so happy. It was happy tears. It was happy tears. And it was just like, it was a beautiful thing. So I'm definitely volunteering again this year for Vacation Bible School for sure. But yeah, it's a lot of fun activities there for the kids to do.
Yeah, they have like each day they have like a different theme. There was Color Wars,
yeah,
Hawaiian Day, some other stuff too.
Superhero Day.
Oh, Superhero Day.
And Raina was doing this. What's it called? The shoot. She was doing the shoot with Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
She was dancing. She was literally worshiping God with this guy that was dressed as Spider-Man wearing a shower cap. Like, it was crazy. It was so funny. It was funny. But yeah. So it's a lot of cool activities. And that's not just this particular church. Like, churches all over have great activities for people to do. And another thing I like about this church is that they even have like life groups, which are like community groups or whatever. And other churches have that too, you know, but whatever, because it is a larger church. So to make a large church feel small, they have life groups or community groups that you can go to during the week and spend time with your community group. So I do have that. And they even have that for kids too. It's called Awana. And it's like you can get with your life group or whatever, and they even have it over Zoom and stuff like that. So it's a lot of cool things for the kids to do. And that's really what drew me to the church, you know. Because I think Sheena said she like working with the kids ministries. Why are these chats staying up here? So let's see, any more questions? I want to find a good church. So we talked about church. And honestly, like, there's the popular churches, because there's a church called like Social Dallas. It's a really popular, trendy church. There's a church called One Community. That's a very popular church. There's you got like the mega churches like Potter's House, and then you have a version of Potter's House more north if you plan on living north. They have Fellowship. Is it a Fellowship? Friendship Church. So I think that's Baptist though. They have Friendship Church. They have just to name a few. Okay, there's a lot of churches here. They have other churches like Gateway. They have it's so many churches, y'all. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So you'll find one if you're looking. Oh, they have Embassy City Church is another great church, and we actually visit that church every now and then because we really like the pastor at Embassy City Church. Okay, so let's see what else we got. So we got that question, but thank you, answered it. Hello, I sense that God wants me to move to Houston from Atlanta. I want to know what were your experiences when you guys had God for your next instructions. Okay, so I hope you're still here. Dana, I think JP. So if you're still here, hopefully you are. What was our experience in the waiting for God's instruction? So a little backstory about like before we even moved here, we knew like when we got married, like we knew that we wanted to move out of Milwaukee. Like we knew that for a fact. We just didn't know where. I kind of had an idea like, well, let's move where there's somebody's family. Like, so my family is here in Dallas. His family is in Milwaukee. And as we, hey, you're still here. Okay, this is your question, girl. So when we were visiting or whatever, because we visited like maybe two or three times or whatever. Um, that first time Chris came to Dallas is when he asked for my hand in marriage for my dad. And he like got the vision. Like he caught the vision of moving here. He caught the vision like, okay, this is what we want to do. I see us living here. I see us thriving here. We want to move. So we were immediately like started praying about it. Like first things first, let's pray about it. And we also fasted too. So we prayed and we fasted about our move to Dallas. And we said, okay, we're going to go back and visit. I think it was a holiday. I think it was like Thanksgiving or something like that. And if I'm not mistaken, we came back and visited again. We said this next time we go, we want to know, or we want God to give us a clear answer if this is the move for us. But before we did that, y'all, we fasted and we prayed, okay? We turned down our plate. We were like in our word. We were on our knees praying to the Lord, what do you want next for us? That was critical because I feel like if we did not fast, if we did not pray, if we did not consult the Lord about this move, it would have been more difficult. It would have been harder for us to leave what we're familiar with and move to a place that we're not so familiar with. Now, in the waiting time of us getting that confirmation from the Lord, should we move? Yes. To actually moving, I'm not going to say it was easy because it wasn't. There was a lot of doubt involved. Even though we knew for a fact that this is what we wanted to do, we still had many doubts. We still didn't know how it was going to happen because we weren't rich. Like we didn't have tons of money to just get up and move, you know what I'm saying? So we had to trust the Lord even in our finances when it came to moving. We had to trust the Lord in so many different areas. Where are we going to live? Are we going to get an apartment right away? Are we going to move in with family? What is that going to look like? How much should we bring? How much should we not bring? Like all these little intricate details, we had to wait on the Lord for that next instruction. And to be honest with you, it was tough. It was very easy to lean on our own understanding when it comes to this. But one thing that really changed the game for us, at least for me, is when I put the paper and I put the pencil down. Because I'm a planner and I seriously plan out everything. I have a to-do list for everything. And you might be planning your move to Dallas and you got checklists, you got lists, you got this, you got that, you research it. And I was crunching numbers all night long trying to figure out where can we get this from? Where can we get this from? How much it's going to cost? How much? And it was literally consuming me at one point. And it was consuming me. And I was, and at one point, Chris was like, put the paper and pencil down. Just put it down for a second. And because when I was trying to crunch everything, that was my way of trying to control it and trying to figure out every single increment detail instead of in that moment trusting the Lord with every single detail of this move. And when I put the paper and pencil down for a moment and just sat in it like, okay, Lord, like literally, how is this going to come about? I stopped worrying about it because that's what I was really doing. I was worrying about it when I was crunching all those numbers and I trusted the Lord. That's when the doors started opening. If you watch our budgeting video, that was the first video we did of the series. And I said the different ways to start budgeting money and getting ready for your move. That last tip I gave y'all is to ask family or friends. And although we didn't ask family, we asked a few people to donate to our move. People was just like, I heard y'all moving. You know, I want to sew into your move, or I want to help you guys. Where y'all need, what y'all need help with, or what y'all, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like people started just like giving to us, and we were like, what? Like, wow. Like, you know how you like randomly get a check in the mail and you're like, what? Where'd this come from? It was kind of like that. And we were just like, okay, we need to take a few steps back and literally trust the Lord with this. And one thing about trusting the Lord with your move, I'm telling you, you may want to move tomorrow. Okay. You may want to move tomorrow. All right. You may want to move tomorrow. And the Lord may be like, tomorrow's not the time. And that's something that we had to come to grips with too. We were like, well, what if it's not the right time to move? Are we okay with that? You know? But thank God it was the right time to move, you know. But Chris had some doubts because he was literally leaving his whole family. He was leaving everything he was comfortable with, and so was I, you know. And he had his doubts. He was like, well, maybe our work here in Milwaukee is not done, or, you know, we had a lot of intense conversations with each other. But at the end of the day, we knew that God got us. There was a song that really got us through, and I want y'all to listen to it. I want I want y'all to listen to it. It was a song that got us through. It was, his name is Swoop, and the song is called God Got Us. Is that the name of the song? God Got Us. It's called, the song is called God Got Us, or God Got Me, or something like that. And we listened to that song, and it really helped us in those moments of, are we out here alone? Are we doing this on our own understanding, or are we really doing this by trusting the Lord? You know. So yeah, I hope that answers y'all question. Let me see. Hold on one second. Oh, they're talking back and forth. Good afternoon. Our day is going good.
Meet the Teats.
Melissa is telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Are you sure? Exactly. Are you sure? Like, ooh, because this is you. I'm about to uproot my whole life. So, are you sure?
Right now, he's definitely working on me, trusting him and instruction.
Trust the Lord. That's all you got to do. Trust the Lord, and don't be talking about some. I heard the Lord say something and He didn't say it. Like, don't be lying on God like that. Make sure He actually got you. Like, make sure He actually saying. Right now, He's definitely working on me and trusting Him and stretching my faith, waiting, resting, seeking His face. Thank you so much for your insight. You're welcome, girlfriend. Yes, y'all. So it's a lot of trusting. Like, I think I need to talk more about this on our channel, because the how to trust is something that people don't talk about. Everybody's like, trust the Lord, and don't be talking about the how to part. But sometimes trusting the Lord is, and having faith is, you know, looking for the job, or like starting to buy the packing boxes, you know, or getting your finances in order. You know, that can be all a part of trusting the Lord too. You know, I'm not saying pack up your whole house and you still ain't heard from the Lord yet. But I'm saying doing those small things as acts of faith can be a way of trusting the Lord as well. You know, because you don't want to just like leave and not have your stuff in order. Like, you got to have your stuff in order. And like we talked about, Austin. What up, Austin? Hey, Austin in the house. We got Austin in the house. Austin in the house. We got Austin in the house. Austin, are you excited about possibly moving to? Are you excited about that, Austin? That's funny. He's like, he probably blushing right now.
You can go and visit Austin too.
Right. You know, there's a whole city named after you in Texas, Austin, Texas.
And you're the state capital, you know.
Look at you knowing your geography, okay? The state capital of the entire Texas, Austin. Glad you're watching and listening, Austin. What time is it? Because this girl got to go to bed. She got tested in the morning. What is it called? Star testing.
Star test.
Star test tomorrow. Pray for her. Star testing is such a big deal. In Milwaukee, we have like map testing and stuff like that, but I think they have star testing there too, but star testing starts tomorrow for her, so she needs to go to bed, y'all. You know, he's supposed to be in bed too. LOL. Right. She needs to get cleaned up and get ready for bed. So, you guys, this was great. You know, and we're gonna start doing. Is that start map?
It's probably.
Yeah, it's like map testing.
Yeah, because map testing and star testing are pretty much the same thing, but map testing is sort of like.
Y'all got map testing here?
Yeah, map testing is sort of like this, like getting ready for the star testing, like testing your brain and seeing how much you know it. I think I did pretty good on the map test. I got a.
Well, you don't have to say what grade you got, but you did pretty good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, we're gonna wrap this up so that she can get ready for bed. But we're gonna do this more often because it's I ain't gonna lie, it's tough having to record, edit, and upload every single day. So going live may be something more that I'm doing this week because I'm a lot busier this week than last week. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live stream. And whenever you see us live, just come in and say hey and ask any questions that you may have, okay? So thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all give this a thumbs up.
Bye.
And have a good night. And good night, Austin. Oh, that's funny. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, let's turn this off. Wait, you don't do that on this one. Oh, I think you pressed the X. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, press end. Press end.